So, you're in the market for an e-bike. What type of riding do you want to do?
I want something that I can cruise the beach with, hit the mountains, good suspension, strong motor, and it's gotta be fun to wheelie.
Well, sir, if that's what you're looking for, there's really only one bike that checks all those boxes. The Bonnell 775MX. But before we unbox it, we have some unfinished business. We're on our way to Northern California for another Ronster Rides repo. This one was different. This customer was actually caught by the police and arrested. So I picked up the bike straight from the police station. I loaded the RTR in the truck, met my girl back home for lunch, and then we stopped at the local farmer's market to grab something to cook for lunch later. Look at this produce though. You don't get this in Pennsylvania. These strawberries look way too good to pass up. I could spend all day here, but we have a beast in a box at home waiting to be built. Do you guys realize we're unboxing one of the most sought after e-bikes in the game right now? First problem though, why is this box fighting back? But once you get past the box, this bike comes with a 65 volt, 20 amp hour battery pushing 6 kilowatts. To put that in perspective, 6 kilowatts is often compared to like a 125 or a 150cc gas bike. A Honda CRF 125 weighs around 200 pounds. This thing is closer to 75. So yeah, the power to weight ratio is insane. And once it's fully assembled, we're gonna get to see if it actually deserves all the hype. I'm talking beach, I'm talking mountains, all terrains on a single charge. The 775 comes with Maguras already, and if you're subscribed, you know I'm a fan. Once the front wheel's on, I pumped up the front and rear suspension, and the bike's good to go. I turned it on for the first time and it woke right up. I toggled through the display and found there are 3 display settings. Super cool. I connected the app, which is by far one of the coolest features on this bike, but we'll talk more about that later. Here's a quick taste of the speed in the highest mode at about half battery out the box. I've been putting off installing this new rear fender on the E-Ride Pro ever since I looped it and broke my ankle. It honestly looks so clean with the fender on. But in typical Hayden bike work fashion, now the seat rattles for absolutely no reason. I swear I put it back together literally the exact same way I took it apart, but it is what it is. Anyways, now that the Bonnell's set up, I'm chefing up some lunch with the fruits and veggies from the farmer's market. Sauteing carrots, bell peppers, onions, and I got tofu searing in the pan. I gave it a quick marinade, sweet smoky barbecue, caramelized onions, chili flakes, and a little sweet diced mango. Quick fuel up, then it's time to ride. Well, I forgot my SD card, so I got no footage from the ride yesterday with Sir Ronster. But honestly, we still had a good time and we made the best of it. It's the next day now, the Bonnell's loaded up in the truck on a full charge, and we're headed to Venice Beach for the first real ride on the Bonnell 775.
It's a beautiful day. It's like 70 freaking degrees out here. Unreal. This is so fun. Like imagine being posted right there. Breakfast, just look out on the ocean, just chilling. Then like have a couple beers and go out and play volleyball. Like come on, that's a setup. So I just pulled the app out. How cool is this? You have the display right here. You have the app. I can change the mode right here. Now we're in street, way slower. Put it back in race, bingo. Just like that. The only thing I don't like as far as the app goes, it doesn't give you a percentage basis. It just gives you the volts, and I don't really like that. Everything else on it is fucking sweet. It's got my RPMs, it's got the controller temp, the motor temp, throttle input. It's got pretty much everything. But yeah, the app, I give a 10 out of 10. All right, so let's go over pros and cons of this bike, right? First pro, build quality. This thing is built beautifully. Everything about it feels good. The tune, the brakes it comes with, the display, it just feels like money, which is so funny because this bike is the exact same cost as a 3.0 by E-Ride Pro, which is a completely different bike. That's definitely more dirt bike styled like E-Moto. This is an e-bike. This is not an E-Moto. When you get on a 3.0 and you spend that money, you go, wow, that's money well spent. But this has the same effect, but it's just a lot thinner. Second pro for this bike has to be the weight. If you have an apartment and you live on the second floor, this is the bike. You can literally carry it up, no problem. So yeah, first pro, build quality. Second pro we're gonna go with is the weight. Third pro is gonna be the tune, and the power and the distribution of everything is perfect. There's a lot of bikes out there that are just mushy on the throttle. I mean, listen. And And I'm in mode 2. I'm not even in mode 3. But that's kind of what I was talking about when I said you really get your money's worth out of this. But yeah, so you got build quality. You have the weight of the bike. You have the tune and the power. The fourth thing I'm going to say for pros, it just looks cool. Everybody looks at this thing when I'm unloading the truck, when I'm sitting there, even I'm looking at it, and I own the bike. I'm sitting there looking at it like, damn, this is such a beautiful bike, you know? Next pro I'm gonna say, this bike is so low key that I could comfortably ride this wherever I want. So another problem with those e-motos, my Talaria as an example, or the 3.0, because it's in the same price category. If I'm riding it up and down this, I'm gonna get in trouble. But this, no one even bats an eye. Everyone's just looking at it, and if anything, they're like, oh, that's cool, what is it? No one's giving me a problem. But let's see if we can pop a wheelie. Woo-hoo. Yeah, it definitely can. It's got the power. I bet Connor G could wheelie this thing no problem. I could give Connor G a bicycle frame with no wheels and he could wheelie it. Now, just like everything though, it's gonna have problems or it's gonna have drawbacks. So a couple of cons I'll give you off the bat. The seat is not really comfortable at all. And I was talking to Sarancer about that when we were riding yesterday, and he kind of was like, yeah, you know, it's one of my biggest complaints, but he was like, but to be honest, if a bike's biggest complaint is the seat that you can just pop off and throw a new one on, that's the best news of all time. Ooh, we gotta go over here. Sheesh. Sand test. Wow, look at this. Like, come on, look at this. So other cons, we talked about the seat. I mean, that's really it. Let's check where we're at battery wise. Full battery, stop playing. All right, let's do it.
Starting.
The swing, no way we're not gonna hit that. Sheesh. Oh yeah, we up here. I'm feeling a dismount. Woo. So I got another con that just crossed my mind. This bike has no key. Something this expensive, I feel like, should have a key. But I mean, there's mountain bikes that cost way more money than this. I mean, this bike is $6,000. That's a ton of money. That deserves a key. Pedal assist feels so good, but it is scary at times because I'll just be resting my foot down there when I'm not riding the bike, and all of a sudden I'll feel it start to go, and it freaks me out because I'm not holding the throttle. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? But then I look down, I'm like, oh, it's on pedal assist, and I keep pedaling. But yeah, this thing is so much fun, guys. This is honestly, probably in my opinion, this is going to be the bike that I ride every day. It has pedal assist, but it's full throttle too.
How fast will that thing go?
Like 40 miles an hour.
Wow.
With no pedaling, yeah. I'm saucing down this road. Look at all these joints.
Oh, this is the Bonnell, huh?
Yeah. I'm doing a review on it right now.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Dude, this thing is sweet too. Ty, I'm Hayden. Nice to meet you, bro.
Got a YouTube channel?
It's H3X. That's
H3X.
it. It's easy to remember. I just moved here from Philly like a week ago, bro.
Serious? I went to Pennsylvania for summer. Honestly, it's really quiet there.
It is very quiet.
It's really quiet. The truck matches the Bonnell.
Yeah, right. Come on, bro. Come on, yeah. I still love you. We just did the whole Venice Beach trail. Now let's take a look and get an idea for range. What we're looking like here. We went from here all the way up to here. Then we went all the way back, 2.4 miles, 2.4 back. That's about 5 miles plus 4.5, 4. So we did about 14 miles. God, that's so crazy. And I got 4 out of 5 bars. Bro, we have so much more riding than we can do. It's unbelievable. 20 more minutes into it, 20 more minutes into it.
What you think?
Thinking this is breathtaking.
Look at where we're at. We got the Bonnell outside. We got the brand new Repo, the RTR Savannah's new bike. What? We have the same amount of range that we did leaving Venice Beach, so we started at about 80%. So we are pretty much gonna race this sunset, try and get as high as we can. Let's do it. I'm so excited. I don't want to ditch Savannah, but I got no helmet because I only have one helmet. So we're rocking the head strap with the beanie over it, just like the OG days. Shout out to you guys if you remember those days. Yeah, let's see what this thing's hitting for without getting too stupid.
A few moments later.
It's fine. Do you want to turn around?
Yeah.
Okay. Look at what you're doing right now. This is baller, considering you've ridden like 3 times in your life. So don't get upset.
I just know I'm not comfortable.
All right, we'll turn around, okay? I'm gonna be behind you. I'm going. Woo! Alright guys, well Savannah wasn't too comfortable going up here. I give her huge props. I mean, considering she's ridden 3 or 4 times, just the ability to even say screw it, I'm gonna do it is awesome. But yeah, so we're just gonna go back to where we came from pretty much. How you feeling going down the hill?
Like stressed out.
But you got it. Just ride the brakes. We can even do it side by side if you want. Yeah, Savannah. Sheesh. Going downhill low-key is scarier than going up, but you're killing it. Seeing that? Oh my God. Damn, that is a booger going in the tank. Oh yeah. In the oven. This bike is so sick. Ooh. Alright guys, well a little bit of an issue here. I left my phone all the way in the mountains. Just hopped on a 3.0. This has a light and a tail light, so I need to see where I'm going. But it shouldn't be far. No way. No way, let's go. Let's go. Look, you can't even see these mountains anymore. All right, let's get out of here. But God, that's such a beautiful view. See what happens when you hit the Puffco, guys? All right, guys, well, we're just about safe and sound. Thank you for watching as always. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, okay? We got so much more coming from the channel. I'll see y'all next week. Peace. I'm thumbing through roads, make bread in my goddamn seat. We hit a new road, I'm fucking these hoes. She ain't every time I leave.